Hey everyone, welcome, welcome. I'm Jen Keller. I'm solo tonight. Hope that's okay with you. But as you're jumping on, make sure you say hi, tag your stylist, let her know that you're watching. We do these free necklace nights every Sunday night. Usually I have a leader with me, but tonight I thought I'm just going to go solo. It's all good. And we give away a necklace. So one of the ways you get entered into this is by letting your stylist know that you're here. So be sure to tag her, say hello. And I'm just going to jump right into it. I know it is a busy, busy time of year. We are just days away from Christmas. How are you feeling about it? Are you ready? Are you stressed? I'm feeling pretty ready. Now I want time to slow down. Like in our house, we do Christmas puzzles. I haven't even opened one yet, but I have one. So I feel like these last few days, I just want to relax and enjoy the season. So I hope you're feeling that same way too. But if you're hopping on to hear a little bit more about Park Lane, I appreciate that. Quick backstory on me. I have been with Park Lane now for about 5 years. I was with another jewelry company before that for 20 years. And when they closed at the end of 2020 is when I found Park Lane. And I am so happy that I made that decision to have a sequel. When a company closes unexpectedly, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. Am I going to go back to accounting? I used to be a CPA. Was I done with direct sales? And I realized I love this industry. I love selling jewelry. I love the women I get to work with. So I was 100% not done. And, whether you're looking for something to do part-time, or maybe you're even just curious, or maybe there's some changes going on in your company and you're just weighing out all your decisions, it does make a big difference which company you go with and which team you go with. So one of the reasons I picked Park Lane is that they have been around for 70 years. Like, they are tested. They have been through, really wars, recessions, pandemics, all the things, and they are still growing, growing, growing. So I thought this is an exciting time to join Park Lane. And, and the other reason is they're a family-based company. I feel honored that I know the members of the Levine family who own Park Lane personally. They're very invested in their people. We see that when we go on these trips with them. So it has been one of the best decisions I've ever made is to join Park Lane. The other thing when you're looking at a company is you want to make sure you join the right team. Now, of course, I'm biased because I love our team Sparkle. We have been together 5 years and we are also still growing. As I was looking at numbers the other day, and as we are wrapping up the end of 2025, we have already as a team sold over $9 million in jewelry this year. That's incredible to me. Like, when you think that you can buy a pair of earrings for $30 like these, and we have sold over 9 million. And that is about a 20% growth over last year. With our promotions on our teams, we're up 25%. Just everything is still trending up. So that just gives me further confidence that this is the right place to be. So when I got into this business, I mentioned I was a CPA. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and that's what this industry has allowed me to do. And so over the past 25 years, I have talked to probably literally thousands of women about jewelry and how to sell in this market and how to do direct sales. So I thought I would just give you the 5 big questions I ask the most. And then, if that doesn't answer most of what you want to know, you can let us know. But by far, the number one question I get from women, and some men, but still mostly women, looking at this business is, how much time does this take? Because we are all so busy. Now, I do believe that busier people get more things done. And I would guess probably 60% of our team work full time. And, we definitely have stylists on our team that work full time, part time, have little kids, take care of big kids, travel, volunteer, all those things. And so I can tell you confidently that this probably does not take as much time as you think it does. Many of our stylists now are doing a completely online business. And, our Facebook parties, which we have a template for, we have training for, we try to make everything as plug and play as possible. Those take on average about 20 to 25 minutes to go live. So, I always say, give us a little bit of time to teach you how to do it. And then if you've got 30 minutes to go live, you can do this part-time and fit it in around everything else. We actually started something a couple of months ago, and you might have seen this when I was live about 20 minutes ago, where every Sunday night, a leader on our team goes live and does a party. So that means you can leverage that. You can use that as your parties. You can use that with your hostesses. You can use that with your VIP group. And it's just another tool that will help make this business easier, faster, and more efficient, especially for the busy person. You can also do stuff in person. I started this business 100% in person, of course, went all online during COVID. And then I'm back to probably 70% in person, 30% online. And I like both. I like to get out. I like to stay home. So I appreciate that there's more than one way to do this. So number one question I get is, how much time does this take? The second question I probably get is, well, how much money can you make? Like, if I can find the time, is this going to be worth my time? And I will tell you, as a stylist with Park Lane, you start at a 30% commission. And that's higher than the industry average. But what I like so much about their compensation plan is, one, the only direction to go is up. You can start at 30%. And then if you decide you want to build a team, it's optional, but I highly recommend it. If you decide you want to build a team, then you can go from making 30% to 35%, all the way up to 50%, and you never go backwards. In my previous company, the second I promoted, I was instantly worried about when I was going to get demoted. It was stressful. I didn't even realize how stressful it was until I look back at that and think, oh my gosh, that was stressful. So I appreciate that Park Lane cares about our mental health, and the only direction to go is up. So you start at 30%, you can go up to 50%. They also have a unique program called a direct appoint, where if you have previous or current leadership experience with a direct sales company, Park Lane recognizes that, respects that, and many times will bring you in at an equal level to where you are or where you were, whether that was a week ago, a year ago, 10 years ago. They value that experience. So if you have any kind of leadership experience with a direct sales company, be sure to let your stylist know, because I don't know what that would look like for you without talking to you, but it is definitely worth just seeing what if. So that is how you make money in Park Lane. Third question I get is, let's see, how much time does this take? How much money can you make? And then, of course, how do you keep this thing going, right? Drop a 2 if you've ever wondered, how do you keep this going? Because, our natural inclination is to think, well, maybe I'll have some family and friends that'll have parties to get me started, but then what? And the brilliance of Park Lane's hostess program and their marketing plan is they use this hostess plan to help you meet new people. That's why I think it's so important to go with a company that has a strong party platform, because our hostesses on average earn about $400 in free jewelry. That is where you meet new people. So we train on that a lot on our team. We do fun contests with that on our team. We incentivize that because we want to help you keep this business going. And that host program is absolutely what's going to help you do it. Now, you can also do, fundraisers and networking events, and there's lots of ways to meet people. And we train you on every single thing you want to know. But I would say that host program is the number one way that you're going to keep this business going. So how much time? How much can you make? How do you keep it going? And then I usually get, well, what else? What are your special things that make you different from everybody else? And I think the biggest thing is Park Lane is incentive based. So they are always throwing out something that you can go for. Like, for example, I can't even remember what I did to earn this, but they did something where if you did XYZ, you earned this gorgeous Coast bracelet that was just released. So I love a challenge. Honestly, I don't even care what the prize is. I just think it's fun to go for something and see if I can do it. So we earned jewelry like this, and then it just dropped for customers like a week ago. And then I can say, look, this is what this looks like in person. So they're always doing fun things like that. You can earn an unlimited amount of free jewelry because we are always our own hostess. I got an order today. It was this bracelet. Someone wanted this bracelet. It's $45 with a $40 purchase. So I put that on my own party. And then when I get 10 orders, I collect $400 in jewelry and I submit it and get paid. So I love that we are always our own hostess. They have programs every month where, you can earn over $1,100 in jewelry, and that repeats. So in the beginning, you're adding jewelry to your kit, things you're going to show at your parties. But if you keep earning this consistently, you will get to a point where you don't even know what to do with all the free jewelry you have. And then you get to be super generous. Like I do giveaways in my VIP group. I do giveaways for my hostesses at their parties. I even take jewelry now, out and about when I'm at a restaurant or I'm on an airplane and I hand it to people. It is so fun to be generous, and I didn't pay for any of it. So I love that you get that benefit of getting all that back to you. And it also cuts down on your expenses. Sometimes people say, well, what are the hidden costs? And I have to really think about that because Park Lane pays for your credit card fees. We earn most of our giveaways. So we can earn free jewelry. So you really don't even have to purchase jewelry. And so I think my biggest expense is postage because I mail out prizes. And now I've even gotten smarter and I mail out a lot of flat prizes because, flat necklaces, cheaper to mail. So we're always trying to do things to help you save money and put more money back in your pocket. So on top of that, they have a Mercedes car program that you can qualify for at your first level of leadership. They have 2 amazing trips a year. We are just wrapping up our Amsterdam trip. And then in January, they're going to announce another trip. So I think they're unique in that they do 2 all-expense luxury trips a year. So if you like to travel, I love to travel. So that was just my love language. So if I can get 2 trips a year free with Park Lane, I'm all about that. And I love talking to people about Park Lane in December because our next trip starts in January. So you are right at the beginning if you want to earn it. Like it's not just for leaders, it is for anybody who wants to earn it. So the trips, the jewelry, the car, you can earn cash bonuses. They give away designer purses, they give away, diamond rings. Like there's so much stuff that they give. So it's just fun. A lot of us have a job that we don't necessarily hate, but we don't love. Like when I was a CPA, it was fine. It was a good job. I could have stayed on that track, maybe gone, up to partner, but it is not nearly as much fun as it is to play with jewelry and to hang out with fun women who are encouraging and positive and building each other up. That's where I want to hang out, is with these people. So the last question I get is always, okay, it sounds pretty good, but what's the cost? Is it cost a lot to get into Park Lane? And I'm going to tell you, it costs less than probably your last trip to Costco. Now I'm going to tell you this too, because my previous company, it costs $1,200 to join, and you didn't get to pick out your jewelry. And at the time, that's all you knew. So you kind of went, okay, that's great. But I love that Park Lane has lowered the entrance fee so more people can try it and see if they like it. So you can actually become a stylist for $129 plus tax and get $500 in jewelry. If you want more jewelry or bigger packages, you can invest more if you want. But honestly, $129 gets you in the door and you can just see if you like it. Because we think you're going to love it, but I never want anyone to feel pressured into spending a lot of money. My goal is to help you make money, right? Like that's why we're here. So $129 is all it costs. And I would bet, especially at this time of year, that was probably less than your Costco trip. And if you join in December, it's a tax write-off for 2025. And all of that jewelry you might have purchased this year, that can also be a tax write-off. So some of you would end up ahead just to try it. So that is a little bit about Park Lane, the questions I get answered. And then I just want to end with a little bit about our team, because I am biased. But I just love our team. It's like we took the best of our previous company, and a lot of them joined us together. And then we've had new stylists join us, new leaders through that direct appoint join us. And we are a well-oiled machine that can teach you exactly what you need to know. We know how to onboard. We have all kinds of tools in place, from boards and graphics and trainings and Facebook groups and Zooms, and as much or as little as you want. So I'm quite confident in telling you, I think you would be successful here. I think you would love it here. And I can almost guarantee that you would have fun here. So I hope that answers the majority of your questions. If I missed anything, feel free to message me on Facebook or tag me in the comments. But I appreciate you being here. Again, tag your stylist if you haven't told her you're here yet, so you can get into our drawing. And then the second part of how you get in is when I'm done, I'm going to put a survey at the top. Click on that, fill out this quick survey. There'll be a secret word at the end. Your secret word is going to be Christmas, because this is the last free necklace night before Christmas. So that's your secret word. And then I will come back and do the drawing on Tuesday. If you're catching the replay, you have until Monday night to watch and fill out that survey. So thank you for being here. Thank you for catching the replay. I wish you all a wonderful Christmas, and I hope to see you in the new year. Bye, everyone.